Hey everyone, Morgan here. So first of all, I want to say thank you so much for helping me reach 20,000 subscribers, well over 20,000 at this point. Lots of new subscribers here, and I just want to say thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. If there's ever anything that you need, feel free to reach out to me. I enjoy collaborations and points of view, and I've had a lot of people reaching out to me lately to talk about preps, and we're exchanging ideas, and I just love it. So please always come to me with anything that you need, and be sure to check out my website and everything else down below in the description, and I will be holding a giveaway very soon because I reached 20,000, so watch out for that. All right, let's get into the topic of this video. So today I want to talk about gold and silver, rather just in general precious metals. And I know that this topic has been talked about to death, but I have been asked about it lately, and I really honestly have never given my opinion about this because so many other preppers have, and I fall kind of in the middle of what a lot of these people are saying. So I want to offer some of my advice when it comes to investing in gold and silver and just investing in precious metals in general. So first of all, we have to look at precious metals as an investment and as a commodity. The thing about precious metals is precious metals throughout time, for thousands of years, they've been a commodity. They've been valuable. Gold and silver, precious metals in general, there's platinum and all sorts of precious metals, jewels, diamonds, these things hold value based on a market and based on how we are, it's based on humans' value. And when you look at gold and silver, you look at it exactly like that. It doesn't matter who you are dealing with. Let's say there's a total collapse of society and currency and all that, right? Precious metals would be a universal currency. It would, in theory, be accepted by everyone. It's not like, suddenly the dollar bill, which is now worthless, but precious metals would always hold some sort of commodity. It would always be worth. It would always have worth. Now, that doesn't mean that it's going to have worth to everybody that you do business with, right? Let's say that you it's total collapse, right? You need something from somebody and all you have is like an ounce of silver, right? And you say, hey, I'll give you this ounce of silver for that. If that person does not agree to the exchange of that currency, then there's no deal. If that person does not see that that ounce of silver is valuable to them to exchange for those goods, they won't do it, okay? So you really have to keep that in mind with everything that you have, with all of the food that you stock and the tools and the gear that you stock. Would this stuff have value to somebody? Now, precious metals could have a lot of value to lots of people, but it won't have value to everybody, okay? That person that you're trying to exchange that, ounce of silver to may say, nah, I'm not interested in that. I need some flour. You got any of that? I'll give you this for, a bag of flour or whatever, right? That's valuable to them. And that kind of brings me to my next point of you cannot eat gold and silver, okay? If all you have right now, your entire bit of money, if all you have right now is to invest in food and water and like water purification and, training and building your skills up, do that, okay? Don't worry about investing in gold and silver. Instead, invest on your own self-sufficiency, ammo, arrows for your bow, fishing, fire starters, food, water, shelter needs, tools, any of those things that are going to help with your basic needs. Gold and silver might help, but you cannot eat gold and silver, and gold and silver will not be valuable to everyone. If the economy suddenly comes to a collapse, the dollar bill would probably most likely still be worth something, at least in the very beginning, that short-term kind of very beginning stage. People would still be accepting cash, right? In the hopes that, things will get back together, or back right the way it was. And maybe it will, who knows, you know? That's why I always suggest that people still continue to save money, you know, to pay off your debt and to pay off people and to have that cash on hand, because cash will be king in the beginning of emergencies and disasters. If you're in the middle of a store, you know, somebody owns that store, right? If you're in the middle of a store, you want to buy some groceries, but you know, all the cash registers are out, they're going to still need your currency, okay? They're going to still need that cash. You're not walking out just stealing their stuff, not unless it's some riots going on or whatever. But anyway, my point is you should never be in that situation, because you should be prepared in the sense of you're not rushing to the stores for that food and water, right? Your basic needs. So my point is, if you're thinking about investing in precious metals, just know that precious metals, they go up and down all the time. When we were buying precious metals, we were buying silver for a while, and we were buying it for about, it was like $20.50. It was pretty consistent at that for a while. And then the pandemic hit and the stock market took a crash, and silver and gold and precious metals took a huge tank. And what happened was, everybody wanted to invest at that time, right? Oh, everything's so cheap, so I want to go buy it. Unfortunately, what was happening was a lot of people simply were not selling because it was so cheap. They couldn't make any profits. You know, we were calling everybody, all the stores that sold gold and silver. Hey, I need gold and silver. Hey, do you have any gold and silver? A lot of these people were saying, yeah, we have silver, but I'm not selling it to you. So it was like, really? You know, like, because it doesn't make sense for them to sell it at such a low price when they bought it for something much higher. They're getting no benefit from that. We're getting the benefit from that, but they're not, okay? So a lot of places online were still selling it, but I think they were selling it for a lot more. Like right now at the time of making this video, the spot price is $28 for an ounce of silver. It's like $28 and some change for an ounce of silver at this exact day of making this video. I saw an online website that was selling it for $37.50. That's a huge markup. So we also have to understand that there's going to be people who are going to have huge markups on precious metals, especially right now with demands as high as it is for precious metals, because everybody's so concerned about the economy. When people are concerned about the economy and when people are concerned about a recession and depression, they really go hard into precious metals, because it is a universal form of currency. It's something that, you know, it holds some value. It may not hold, you know, a specific number of a specific type of value, a specific number sign, you know, value, but it will hold value. But again, you know, you have to understand that in some sort of real bad collapse or whatever, that value will be determined between you and whoever you're trying to purchase something from, okay? And that's the same with every item. If you're trying to trade, you know, a bottle of vodka for something else, you're going to hold value for this, and they're going to hold value for their thing that you want, and you're going to have to come to some agreement of some sort of barter and exchange and trade, you know, for whatever you're wanting, they're wanting, whatever, right? So the value will always be in the eye of the beholder. And in this case, the value of gold and silver is in the eye of the beholder of the economy and of demand and of our perceived value of precious metals. So it's very, very interesting, you know. A couple things that I want to talk about with whether you should or should invest. I've actually seen a lot of preppers talk about how you shouldn't invest in gold and silver because it could actually make you a target. You know, if people know that you have gold and silver or precious metals or whatever, then it could make you a serious target. They'll come after you, you know, and so I think anything could make you a target, okay? It's not just the precious metals. You know, it's not just your ammo. It's not just, you know, your animals. It's not just whatever. It's whatever somebody needs, right? If they see that you have a bunch of water over there and they don't have that water, that's valuable to them and you're a target, right? Whatever somebody does not have, but you have, and they want it, that makes you a target. That's just how it is. So anyway, there's pros and cons. You can't eat gold and silver, but it does hold a seemingly universal bit of currency. And again, currency is in the eye of the beholder, and it could potentially make you a target. But if the only money you have available to you right now is enough to buy some extra food and water, buy that extra food and water. Don't invest in gold and silver. That's my honest opinion. Invest in those tangible things that are going to really help you survive, and those tangible things will help you survive in the trade and bartering, because somebody will want that canned apples that you have, or those dehydrated vegetables that you have. Somebody's going to want that because somebody won't have it. So you have so many different commodities available to you that are not gold and silver. So anyway, just some food for thought there. I'd love to hear your opinions. Thank you all so much for watching. Conquer tomorrow by preparing today. I'll talk to you all later. Bye.